Hey there you guys, it's Melanie, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you basically a get ready with me. I've been asked to do this on several occasions, and so I thought that I would go ahead and take the time to do it since I'm going to be getting ready today anyway. I just want to say not everyone wakes up looking fabulous. I most certainly do not. I wake up looking like this. Actually, I've been awake for a couple of hours, but I needed that time to go ahead and drink my coffee. Are you feeling me? So I'm gonna go ahead and start to get ready. Parts of this video will be sped up, and then some of it I'll do some explaining, but I promise you it's nothing too super complicated. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, right off the bat, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, as you can see, I've got my hair pulled back. I don't really get any products in my hair if it's avoidable, so I'm going to wear my pretty little white headband. And a lot of videos that I watch where people are getting ready or doing makeup tutorials or anything like that, because I really do enjoy those videos. I never see them put on any moisturizer, but I'm telling you, I am 37 years old and I'm starting to see the lines. So I'm using the Rodan & Fields moisturizer. This is the daytime one, and I am not a Rodan & Fields consultant, if that's what they're even called, but my sister is, and so that's where I get my products from. And I will tell you off the bat that if you are not familiar with this line, it is not cheap. Don't think even for 1 second that this stuff's cheap. So yeah, this is one of those things that I do not get a discount. I order from my sister because she's a consultant and because it is a really good product, like really good, but it is not, it's a bit of a stretch. So okay, so I've got my moisturizer on. I'm gonna apply my face products first, and then I'm gonna let them sit for just a minute. So let me grab what I've got. The first thing, and I've got all my makeup in here in this drawer, so you're gonna see me do that a lot. The first thing that I am using is a primer. And I guess technically you don't really need a primer, but I've noticed that it really helps my makeup to stay on longer. So I just use the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. I love this one. I just started using it not too long ago, and I just use about one little pump, which looks huge on the camera, but I promise you it's not. And I just pat it on my face. I've noticed that when I use this, it makes my makeup stay on longer, and it kind of seems like it helps my makeup to sit on my face better, so that I don't notice it like sinking into my lines in my face quite as quickly. Yes, I do have lines in my face. I'm incredibly sad about that, but it is what it is. So, okay, right now I've mentioned on a grocery haul that I really like, again, the L'Oreal Lumi brand. This is their cushion foundation, and this is what it looks like on the inside. You open it up, and I took this little thing out, but it literally is just a cushion that has the product inside of it. Oh, sorry about that. So I've been using this, but what I have found recently is that I have two different shades here. I have Creamy Natural, I think it's called, and then Classic Ivory. I'm a very white girl, by the way. One of them is too dark for me, and one of them is too light. So I'm going to, of course, mix the two together. I do not use the cushion or the little applicator that it came with. I use a brush, and yes, my brush needs to be cleaned. This is the darker of the two shades. It is I think it's the Creamy Natural. And I'm just going to dot a little bit of it on my face. I'm not going to blend it in yet. I'm just dotting it on right now. And then I'm going to switch to the Creamy Natural. Yeah, Creamy Natural and whatever the other one, Light Ivory, I think is what I said. So I'm just gonna dot them on with the brush, and now I'm gonna blend. And that's it. I realize the lighting in here is not great, and I do apologize, guys. Obviously, I had to do this in my bathroom, and bathroom lighting is not the best, but hopefully you can see. I've got a little bit of coverage. Don't look too close, you'll see my fine lines. Okay, so I am gonna wear concealer because I am incredibly tired, and I feel like I need a little bit of extra help. So my favorite concealer, like absolute favorite concealer, is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Obviously this is a little bit more expensive in the stores. I also use this Fit Me by Maybelline. I use this one sometimes. This one is much darker, and this one is pretty light. So I think actually, because I'm feeling kind of dark today, I'm gonna go with the Naked Skin, but you know, like I said, keep in mind, while this one is a little bit more expensive, I do use some that is much cheaper sometimes. So yeah, there's that. Got a little bit of a dark spot over here. Don't I look cute, y'all? For reals. Okay. And then I also use my concealer as a primer on my eyelids. So I'm about to get real cute up in here. Tell me that's not cute. Okay, so the way that I apply my concealer is with a damp beauty sponge. I'm gonna get this damp, don't go anywhere. Okay, so if you have never seen this tip, you have got to try this. I promise you it is gonna change the way you put on your makeup. Obviously it's gonna change the way you put on your makeup. It's gonna change the way you feel about your makeup. Let me put it that way. So I'm just going to dab this damp beauty blender into, I'm gonna use it to push the concealer into my skin. And it just, if you use your fingers or even a brush, in my opinion, to apply concealer, you're basically just wiping the product all over your face / off your face. And you can also transfer your foundation all over the place. And this is a tip that I learned from watching Jaclyn Hill. Love that girl's channel. She is amazing. I'm not even close to being as good with makeup as she is, but hey, I don't have a need to be. She's a makeup artist. I'm a mom. So this is what I have time for. Yes, I do this every time I put on makeup. Okay, so now I have concealer, and you guys can already see I'm looking a little more bright in here, especially under this lighting. So now we're gonna move on to eyes, because that's what I like to do next. And my eyebrows are not terrible right now, so I'm just going to brush them a little bit. And I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is one of the most popular products, you know, that you see everybody using on YouTube. And there is a reason, because the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I think there's another one called the, I don't even remember what it's called, are just downright amazing. They're amazing. I'm just filling in a little bit here where they're starting to, where they just need it. And that's it. Brows are done. Almost done. I almost forgot a step. See, you guys are gonna wish you had not asked me to do this video, because normally my makeup takes me 6 minutes, and so far I've been talking for 8.5. Okay. This is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I really just put this on to keep my eyebrows in place. That's it. I don't have crazy wild eyebrows, but I promise you, if you do, use this. It's amazing. Oh, I don't know. Upside down. There you go. Awesome stuff. Okay, eyes are next. Let me pull my... I have literally 3 brushes that I use to do my eyes, because I don't do a whole lot. Okay. So I'm going to use just a regular all-over shadow brush, and I'm going to apply this Pacifica. This is in the color Ethereal. I'm not even sure how you say that. That's what I'm doing. It's a little bit of a, it's a very neutral tone. So you can tell, like, I'm almost completely out of this product. And it has a little bit of shimmer, not a lot, but I'm just going to apply this on basically the lower half of my lid. And it's just... I use it kind of as a base. Like, I'm not expecting this to show up whenever I'm actually wearing the, you know, more products. So I'm just applying it as a base. That's all. And I don't go all the way up to my brows, but there's that. You guys probably can't see a thing I'm doing because of the lighting in here, but you'll get the general idea. Okay, so next I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Naked 3. This is my favorite palette because I am really into neutral colors. I don't do a whole lot of crazy colors. And as you can see, these colors are really, they're pretty neutral. And I'm just using another eyebrow brush, domed shadow brush. This is from the Real Techniques. And I'm gonna be using, I don't even know the names of these, you guys. I'm gonna be using a little bit of Dust, which is this one right here. And then I'm going to also use a little bit of Limit, which is this one right here. And while I put this on, I'm gonna talk to you and let you guys know, oh, there is no like precision here. I just slap this stuff on and I go, because I do not have time for more than that. So I'm going to put this all over the bottom of my lid, the lower half of my lid, I guess, on both sides. And of course I transferred a little bit to the inside of my inner corner of my eye. And okay, so I only discovered very recently that I even like matte eyeshadows. Like, I've always been a shimmer girl, and then I tried one of the matte shadows recently, and I was like, ooh, I like that. I still don't do super dark colors though. So now I'm gonna use this same brush, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of the Limit, the darker matte shade, and I'm just gonna dot that on the outer corner of my eye, right there. Dot, dot, dot. I'm dotting because I want to get rid of some of the product that's on the brush, and then I'm going to blend in just slightly. I'm only going to go about halfway in on both eyes, and this is in the crease. Listen to me sounding all technical. What? I know, I'm crazy. Okay, so that is that, and because I'm not getting quite the pop that I want completely, I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna go just a little bit darker. And there is a shade on here called Nooner. It's this one right here. And I'm gonna apply just the tiniest amount of this to the outer corner eye too. Like, literally, I'm gonna dot. I'm gonna dot. We're dotting. We're dotting. Because I wanna not do this and transfer it all over my entire eye. So I just want it in that outer corner. That is the only place for that. And that is it. Like, for reals. I like to say that a lot. Have y'all ever heard me say that in a video? I say it a lot in my real life. Okay, I am missing, oh no, there it is. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. And I'm gonna use Strange, which is this one right here, the lightest color. And I'm just going, like I said, to highlight my brow bone. So all the way up here, just to highlight that. Can you guys see that? I'm gonna blend everything here in a second, so don't judge me just yet. Okay. I probably should have blended before I highlighted. I usually do, but I forgot that step. All right, and I'm gonna put a tiny little bit of this on the inner corner of my eyes. You guys, this lighting is terrible. Please forgive me. Don't hate my video just because my lighting stinks. Okay, we're done with that. But I am going to take another brush. This is a Sigma brush, and I'm just gonna blend. I'm gonna kind of give this a little blendy blend all over. Oh, and by the way, I spend the most time on my eyes out of everything, so I promise you will not, this video is not gonna be an hour long with me trying to do makeup. Okay, so that's it. My nose is very itchy all of a sudden. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a very little bit of powder all over my face, and I am currently using the balm, and it's called Sexy Mama, just because that's the shade that works for me. It's an anti-shine translucent powder, and I just use a little kabuki brush that I think that this is from Ulta, probably just their like their store brand or whatever. And I'm going to apply just a little bit of powder, just a little bit to kind of set. And again, normally I do this step before I do my eyes, but I'm getting all kinds of distracted because I have company today. That's you guys. Okay. Okay, yes, I just went over my eyeshadow. I'm not really sure why I did that. Maybe I'll edit that part out. Maybe not. Maybe I'll leave it in because then you guys will know I'm human. Okay, so now I'm missing some mascara. I do not enjoy doing this step. I have about 6 different kinds of mascara, and I just don't like any of them. Okay, this one is probably the one I'm gonna stick with today because it's not as crazy. Like it's kind of, it's just okay. This one is a really good one if you want good volume. I love this one. It's the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I also like the Urban Decay Perversion, but this is a tiny little, not sample. What's that? It was like the birthday gift. You guys know what I'm talking about. The little tube. I like that too, but it's a little bit too much for what I'm going for today. So I'm going to apply this off camera, and you guys will see me in just a second. All right, guys, I've got mascara on. You can hardly see it at all, but I'm okay with that. I don't really care. I've mentioned in the past in some of my videos that I used to have lash extensions, but I don't have them right now because they have to be filled fairly often, and you know, like every 2 to 4 weeks. And right now my hairdresser slash the girl who does my lashes is in the first trimester of her very first pregnancy, and she is sick as can possibly be. And so it's kind of hard to get an appointment with her, especially one that needs to be like an hour and a half long. So I don't have my lashes right now. I'm getting them back though as soon as she can get me in to get them. So that's why I don't have my beautiful long lashes that I had. Okay, so the last thing that I'm gonna do, I think the last thing, is I'm gonna apply just a tiny bit of blush. Sometimes, but really rarely, I will take the time to use bronzer and highlight and blush, and I'll try to contour. I'm terrible at it. I don't do it that often, and since I'm not really doing anything other than staying home with my kids today and running an errand, this is literally gonna be good enough. So I use the Naked Urban Decay Flushed palette. It's this one, and I just use this. I don't even know what this color is. Yeah, don't have a clue, but that's the color that I use. I don't really use the bronzer and the highlight on this very often. I almost never use the highlight because I have a highlight. I'll show you which one I use when I actually do decide to do this. But I'm getting a little bit of blush, and I am going to put the tiniest bit of blush on my cheeks, like almost none. It's crazy. Yeah, it shows up big time. This stuff has crazy pigment. And then that's it for blush. I'm gonna kind of blend it in just a little bit here. I can't do a whole lot of blush because I have a lot of natural, I have a natural blush, which is good and bad. But when I do use highlight, which I'm not doing today just because I don't feel like it, I use the Lorac illuminating highlighter in Starlight. This is what I use, and I just apply it with a fan. I call this a fan brush. Oh, it is. It's a deluxe fan brush. I actually knew the name of something. Okay. That is close to being it. I'm not doing highlight today, though. But I am looking pretty pale down here. You know, you gotta finish up your makeup with some good old clear lip balm, because that's how I roll. But I'm looking super, super pale, so I'm gonna add a little bit of gloss. This is not anything, this doesn't have much color at all, but it has just enough for me. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Tiramisu. It is my favorite. And you guys, that is it. Like, seriously, don't mind the creases in my hair right now, but that's it. That's the makeup for the day. This is me and a get ready with me. Had I not been talking to you guys, I probably could have completed all of this in 6 to 10 minutes, depending on how many steps I want to take in a given day, if I want to leave any steps out or anything like that. But this is pretty basic. I pretty much do this anytime I'm wearing makeup. If anything, I would have added a couple steps by doing like the highlight, contour, stuff like that. Sometimes I do eyeliner. I didn't want to do that today. I was going for a pretty basic look. But I will insert a picture here for you guys so that you can see what this look is like in natural lighting, since you really can't get a good idea here. But hopefully this video has been helpful to you. Hopefully you got some ideas on some products that you might want to try. I, of course, let me be very clear, am not a beauty professional. I do not do makeup professionally. Everything I know, I've learned from watching YouTube channels, but I do enjoy playing around with makeup. So I'm happy to share with you guys, with all you other moms who feel like you need some help like I do. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you use any of these products or if you have any great products that you could share with the rest of us. And that's gonna be it. Again, I hope you guys are doing amazingly well. I'm so thankful that you took the time to watch this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Y'all take care. Bye now.